Awesome. Well, it is a pleasure to welcome to the podcast Taylor Connolly, 11-year-old goalie. Taylor, how you doing?
Good.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Taylor, I want to hear the story of when you first jumped into goal. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I was at rec practice when I was very young. It was like my first year playing, and I was 5, I think. And then I saw the older goalie playing, and then I wanted to try it. It was me and another girl. And then once I tried it, I just kept with it, and then I fell in love with it.
Yeah. What did you like about the position so much?
Just everything, like getting to save the ball, like if it's a hard shot and then you make a big save, your team gets so happy for you and everything.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
love
fun.
that. I love when your teammates get happy for you, right? That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you started at what age?
I think around like 5 or 6.
So you're 11 and you already have 5 years of goalie experience? All
Yeah.
right. Now, do you play both in the field and goalie, or are you 100% goalie?
For travel, I have to split with another goalie.
Mm,
So I only play goalie. And then for rec, I play goalie and field.
nice. So when you split time with another goalie, Taylor, do you how do you do that? Do you play like the first half, or do you play the second half, or how do you do, or do you play different games? How do you do that?
We split both the half. So like if I'll play first half and then she'll play second
Oh, okay. All right. It's a little easier as the first half goalie, huh? Because you just do your normal warm up. It's kind of like you're the starter, and then you play your part, and then get to be a fan for the second half, right?
half. Yeah.
Sometimes it can be harder when you're the second half goalie because you kind of got to watch the entire game and get into the flow, and maybe you get cold and all that. But sounds like you don't have to worry about that, huh? All right. Hang on one second. I need to bring up that list of questions. Here we go. All right. Okay, so you like the position of goalie. You start playing about 5, 6 years ago. How did you go about learning how to make saves? You got like a coach? Did you go to some camps? Talk to me about that.
Yeah. I learned how to make saves by just like watching the older girls and definitely
Oh,
watching pro and college.
nice.
And then I got a coach. I went to this camp called Net Nation.
That Nation in
So,
Philadelphia.
yeah,
Yeah, are you in the Philadelphia area? I forgot to ask where you're from.
uh, Jersey,
Jersey. Okay,
New
cool.
Jersey.
Yeah.
So I played my first travel team. I played for Lax. So then I learned like a lot of stuff there with a coach. And then I've done a few things with Joe Karpinski and then Ted Glynn, which I go to steps now and I learn a lot from him.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Awesome. What are some of the things you've learned? And by the way, Ted Glynn, his daughter Katie's in the plays pros. Katie Glynn, he's a great
yeah.
guy. I've spoken with him before. But what are some things that they taught you? I'd love to hear some of the things if you remember.
They taught me basically everything I know now about the position. So like how to move to the ball, how to save the ball, and then definitely clearing the ball, which
Mm,
is one of the most important things.
yeah, that is one of the most important things, right? What would you say is like the number one thing that you're working on in your goalie game right now?
Um, Probably making like how to get to the ball faster and everything.
Oh yeah,
So I can make the harder saves because now that I'm getting older, the shots are getting harder and everything.
I know,
They
right?
can they can hit like corners now.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, as you keep getting older, the shots get faster and the shooters get better, right? And so, but it's great because we're just going to keep having to up our goalie game to match them, and not even match them, to be better than them, right? Which pro or college goalies do you like watching?
I watch Katie Glynn
Mm-hmm.
and Katie Dever. I like watching.
Kate Dever, yeah, from USC. Yeah, I sponsored her last year. I'll send you her college goalie training pack so you can watch those videos. Okay. if you remind me, I might forget, but hopefully I won't. Anyway, she's great. Yeah, that's cool. Now, how do you stand like them? Because like I know Kate likes to do that. Deborah likes to do that. You know, that sort of that wide stance. She's a lefty. Do you incorporate that into your game or no? How do you
Yeah,
like to play?
I have a wide stance, which is good. Well,
Yeah, that is good. If it works, right? I mean, you don't have to have
yeah.
it if it doesn't work, but yeah, if you can
Yeah,
incorporate.
when I go to camps, they always tell me to like move my stance in a little bit, but then it's just so hard to get used to, and then I always end up going wide.
Oh yeah, that is. So what do you say? Because a lot of young goalies might be in your situation where you go to a camp and then the coach says, "No, play a little bit like this." So what did you say to that coach when he said that?
Well, I definitely try it for a little bit, and then if it works, then I'll try to keep doing it. But then if
Hmm.
I'm not saving the ball or doing anything, then I'll probably go back to my old stance. That's what
I
I do.
like that. That's a great answer, right? That's a great answer because there's a lot of different ways to play the position, and good on you for trying it out. Yeah, try it out and just see how you feel, right? Do I feel like I'm moving faster? Do I feel like I'm making more saves? And you might be. And if you're not, yeah, then go back to how you're playing. All right. Um, cool. What would you say is your favorite thing about being the lacrosse goalie, Taylor?
When I'm in like a very close game and then I make a big save, which like wins us the game, and then your team like runs up to you and then they like smack your helmet and everything.
That's good. That's good, right? Has that happened to you? Tell me that story.
Yeah, I was when I played for my old travel team, Dulax, we went into double overtime and then I made the save and we won.
Oh, how was the save? Do you remember the save?
I think it was on a 8 meter shot.
Oh, okay. Now, what goes through your head on the 8 meters?
Um, I'm definitely trying to stay calm. And then I have a superstition where I have to tap my shin guards twice with the end of my stick. So,
Mm-hmm. Good superstition. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Deep breath, tap those shin guards and make the save, huh?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So it's the game-winning saves is your favorite thing. Let's go on the other end of the spectrum. What's your least favorite thing about being the goalie?
Um, Probably least favorite when for my rec team we're just starting out, so they're people are still learning. But then when you like tell them not to do something, or you tell them to like crash, and then the next play they don't do it.
Oh, that's frustrating, right?
Yeah,
That's frustrating. Yeah, because you as a goalie have such a good angle, right? And you can see that someone's getting beat, crash into the middle and sort of clog up the middle and help out. And then they
yeah,
don't do it. Why don't they do it? I don't know either,
mm,
right? I don't know either. I always encourage that you ask them, sometimes they don't hear you. Sometimes they don't know. I mean, especially when they're just starting out, right? You
yeah.
might go ahead.
After a lot of plays, I will like, do you know how to crash? And then if they don't, then I'll explain to them so then we could do it next time.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because I'm sure they want to win as well, right?
Yeah,
You're all on the same team. You're all going for the same goal, and a lot of times, like I said, they just might not have that experience, and they don't know what to do. So cool. What about goals? You got goals with the sport of lacrosse?
um, yeah, I'm definitely trying to up my clearing game so I can get like farther down the field and everything.
Throw it further down the field. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, let's go through the checklist. You got a nice, well-strung stick.
yeah,
You do.
I
All
do.
right. Who strung it for you?
Mr. Wonderful.
You got a Mr. Wonderful stick?
Yeah,
All right. Let me do you have it there?
yeah,
Let me see it. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, you
yeah.
got that one, huh? I saw that one. And for those that are just listening to the audio, it's got the Carolina blue on both sides and sort of a white racing stripe down the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that stick. Yeah. All right. Well, if you got a Mr. Wonderful stick, you definitely have a good pocket. And I'm sure that thing throws great. So now it's just a matter of like the technique, kind of doing that crow hop and just really getting your whole body into it, right?
Yeah.
And as you watch film, that's kind of an goalies, college goalies play. That's an interesting thing to watch as well. That I just thought of is, not only are we watching the saves, but like, oh, look how she gets her whole body into those outlet passes.
Yeah.
Because as a youth, you don't got the strength. It can be hard to throw it far sometimes, right? And I just posted on Instagram a couple reels ago, a young goalie, male goalie, but he's 9 years old, making a nice long outlet. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you follow me on Instagram?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Okay, clearing any other goals?
Um, I want to definitely practice a lot so then I can get well better to keep up with my team and everything. And
Practicing a
then
lot. Okay.
yeah.
What is a lot for you?
Um, I have school practice every day, so definitely putting in like 100% there. And
Oh,
then
what do you mean you have school
maybe
practice? You have it like because I thought you played for a club team, but you also play at age 11. You also have it at your school.
yeah, so I'm in the middle school.
Oh,
So
gotcha. Okay, yeah.
so there we have a school team.
Okay, cool. What do you like better, playing for the school or for the club? And
Club.
why? You like both?
Club
Oh,
well, I
club.
like
Sorry,
club.
club.
Yeah,
Okay.
club better because everyone knows what they're doing. So then, like,
Yeah.
I don't have to watch a specific person.
It's
Like,
a
oh,
yeah. It's like a higher level of lacrosse, right?
yeah, I have trust in everyone there, so I can.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's a lot more fun. Okay. Um, so we're going to talk about what you're working on in your clearing game, but we already did. That's your goal. Or sorry, we're going to talk about what you're working on in your goalie game in general, but we already did clearing. Anything else in particular, or just the clearing game right now?
I'm definitely focused on the clearing game, but just everything in general to get
Yeah.
because the players are picking corners now. They're shooting way harder. They're always
Yeah.
trying a way to beat us. So just trying to
Yeah.
keep up.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the mental game, Taylor, because as a lacrosse, so far we're just talking about all these physical things and how to make saves and how to clear. But being very strong mentally as a goalie is very important. So when I say like mental toughness, what comes to mind for you?
Um, it comes when like when you're in a tough game or like even not making a lot of saves in practice, just like you can get mad at yourself for like 2 seconds, maybe 1 second, and then just get right back into like the moment and not what just happened. My coach told me to have a mind of a goldfish, so just forget what happened before and keep your head now.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. So do you do that? Like when you give up a bunch of goals or you're not making a bunch of saves, do you take just a second or two and I don't know, feel okay to be mad and then snap back into it?
Yeah, I'll like hit myself in the helmet once or twice and then I'll get right back into it.
There you go. There you go, right? Give yourself some sort of physical thing. I coached that a lot. I learned it during one of the goalie summits. It's called a reset routine, where like when something goes bad, you do this routine, and part of that reset routine is something physical, like you said. You can tap on your helmet, or hit your chest pad, or tap your shin guards. And then the other thing is a deep breath. So the breath really helps. A lot of times when you get nervous, you start breathing really shallow, and that just sort of compounds the mistake. So just that, right, just really helps kind of calm you down. Do you do that? The deep breath?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. All right. I like it. Um, cool. Any other? So mind like a goldfish. Anything else that you think about when you think about sort of the mental game? I mean, the mind of a goldfish is like the number one thing. That's the most important. But I'm curious if there's anything else.
Um, no, I don't think so.
All good. All good. Did you by chance we're recording this on April 5th. I was curious, did you attend any of the goalie summit sessions?
No, I had travel those
You
days.
had traveled those days? Okay. Well, I'll send you the replays. You can check them out when you have time. There's some really good sessions in there, and they're great. I've been rewatching them this week. They're really cool. So I'll send you that as well. Cool. So Taylor, what advice would you give to all the other 11-year-old girls out there, goalies?
Um, if you're with like a newer team, you can yell at them, but then like maybe after the game explain like what you did, like what they could do to get better, or like explain how to crash, how to do all the things you were telling them how to do.
Yeah. So how do you yell at them? You mean like yell crash?
Well, well, I don't really yell at them, but like I'll bring them in after and then I'll like explain how to do it and like what to do and everything.
Mm-hmm. Now that takes a lot of leadership to bring in your team and sort of explain. Where did that? I imagine that didn't come right away. How did you build up to be able to come to be comfortable to do that?
Well, I just like got used to my team and then like made sure I
Mm.
knew everyone. So
Ah, yeah.
it's just
So
a
you
lot of
feel
team
comfortable with
bonding.
the girls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how long did that take, do you think?
Um, for me it took a while, so probably like a season or two maybe to
Yeah.
get used to it.
Yeah, yeah. So when you came back that second season and now you're playing with the same group again, you kind of know the girls better, you've got some trust, and now you feel a little bit more
Yeah.
comfortable. So what would be like, give me an example of something you would say when you guys bring it in after a goal given up.
Um, explain, well, like say like who had the ball and then we need to communicate more most of the time because we're like missing the slide or the
Mm,
crash.
yeah. Yeah. Who's the best defender on your team? I'm curious.
It depends. I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. You're just loaded with lockdown defenders. All right. Awesome. Taylor, where can people find you if they want to look at some of your highlight tapes? Can we send them to your Instagram?
Yeah, it's let me find it. It's Taylor C underscore 2030.
Taylor C underscore 2030. There you go. And you've got some highlight tapes and some cool photos and just your tournament schedule.
Yeah.
And that's cool the way you set that up. I think a lot of young goalies, especially if you want to, I mean, one, it's fun, right? I imagine you like posting your stuff there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's fun. My dad films me, so then I can post it so other people can see. And also I can look back at it to see what I did better. Like what could I do better to make the
Oh,
saves?
that's important, right? That's important. Filming the games. Talk to me about that. So your dad films the games from the sideline,
Yeah.
and then what?
Um, so he'll we sit on the couch and just put them on the TV and then watch through them all. So, like I'll slow it down so I could see like if I stepped, if I like punched to the ball, if I exploded
Hmm.
to the ball.
Yeah. And do you ever get mad when you watch yourself not make the save?
Yeah, because I'm like, I've made this save a million times. I made it like 3 times in the game before this. Why didn't I make it that
Yeah. Well, that just means you're competitive. That just
time?
means you're
Yeah,
competitive. And that's the thing about lacrosse goalie is that, you know, I mean, especially at the girls level, when all the shots are, within inside the 8 meter, typically,
yeah,
it's hard. It's really hard. And if you can make half the saves, like you're doing 50%, you're doing great. 60%, you're doing great. And still that means 4 out of 10 times you're like, I've made that save before. Why can't I make it again?
yeah,
So yeah, it is about, just keep pounding those fundamentals, keep working hard, and not so much focused on each individual save, but just focus on the process, right?
yeah.
All right. Taylor, thank you so much for reaching out and thank you for being patient. I know you reached out a long time ago wanting to do a podcast together. And I said, I'm busy right now. Could you reach out in a couple months? And you did. And here we are. And so I appreciate that level of follow up. It's definitely an
Yep,
important skill when interacting with college coaches. So keep that up. Everyone give her a follow. Let's say it again, Taylor C underscore 2030. And
yep.
let's see, where are you at in the club season? Do you guys? Talk to me about that.
I'm supposed to have a practice for like my club team. We're doing a little tournament thing, but I have a rec game. So my coach said to go to that. But then every Sunday we have like 2 or 3 games for 3 weeks, I think.
Okay. So you guys have started the season. Every Sunday you've got a game
Yeah.
all summer?
No, it's well, we for this league that we're doing, we have it for 3 Sundays and then that's it. But then summer we have practices and tournaments and everything.
All right. Taylor Connolly, good luck and thank you so much.
Thank you.